And good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Joe DiGregorio checking in with you from Southwest Louisiana weather. Taking a look at radar at this hour. We'll run a 1 hour time loop here. Uh, you can see this area of thunderstorm activity uh, slowly making its way to the northeast. And we've already seen some light showers moving through parts of southwest Louisiana already. Some moderate rains up here around north of DeRidder, moving into Leesville and what have you. But the bigger stuff is still remains offshore, and uh, the reason for that is dew points. They're in a regime of 60-degree plus dew points, and uh, that's where your bigger storms are going to translate today. Uh, and I'll add in the radar overlay, and each of these have special marine warnings tagged with them. Now, this area of higher dew points will move into southwest Louisiana as the day progresses. And I'll put this back into motion here, and we'll give it a second and let all the frames load up. Uh, but you'll see the progression of everything here. I'll let this play out for a loop or two. And you see the red and black areas over most of Louisiana right now. That's very dry air, and that's intended with the ridge. And you can see as this translates, you see the dew point loop embedded with the radar loop. You can see how uh, a lot of this stuff is slowly progressing to the north, and you see the stationary frontal boundary right here. Uh, this will also lift off to the northeast, north and northeast, as the day progresses. And uh, right now, I'll go back to radar and let's zoom out here. Actually, let's take away the radar. We just got the new uh, data for the surface dew points. So you can see 50s dew points are starting to work inland as from the previous data. So we are starting to see moisture return coming in from the Gulf. And what we have is a convergence area. I have high pressure here off to the east and a trough digging down out to the west. And we're basically sandwiched in between them with a convergence area. And uh, we'll show you the winds here. You can see winds are mainly out of the east southeast right now across most of Louisiana and at the surface. And you can see with the trough digging down, you got your winds out of the north northwest coming in, and then you got your west northwesterlies. And so you have a convergence of veering winds in here, and that's going to set the stage later today, along with, we'll zoom in here, although the dew point uh, chart doesn't go all the way out into the cover the entire Gulf. You can see right here uh, what we have is a little bit of a spin, and that's a developing surface low. And this will translate to the north northeast during the day today, and that'll set the stage for enhanced spin, which could pop off a tornado or two, mainly along the coastal parishes of southeast Texas, and in the Cameron, uh, southern Jeff Davis, and in the Vermilion Parish. Um, I'm going to overlay. We'll take the dew point map chart off of here, and you can see uh, maintains the marginal risk, and that does cover parts of southern Calcasieu and Jeff Davis, uh, over here in the Vermilion, and then East and West Cameron parishes. Uh, our resident storm chaser, John Rains, will be out there, probably on the west side of the channel here, storm spotting today, and we'll see if we can. If he gets lucky, he may get a water spout or two. May even see something pop off on land. Uh, and west side of the channel there in Cameron is basically his best shot since he has a good field of view, or unlimited field of view from that location. So we'll see what happens later this afternoon when he gets down there. Uh, right now, uh, what we're looking at is, uh, again, the possibility of strong damaging winds and a tornado or two with any of these cells that make it once they get here and start to move inland. Dew point spread, you're not going to see those mid 60 dew point spread too much further inland than this. You may see them get up in here into Oberlin and Kinder, maybe south of Lafayette through Franklin, uh, and that'll lead to some rather loud and boisterous, maybe robust thunderstorms. But severe stuff should remain confined uh, inside the marginal risk area. However, again, uh, don't take that line for granted. If you're uh, close to that line, uh, you still need to stay alert, because anything that develops and goes severe, being given a direction of movement, uh, they could, reach I-10, maybe a little north of I-10 before they finally start to weaken a bit. So, again, anyone that in or near that marginal risk area, stay alert this afternoon and this evening, especially over here in Vermilion Bay area, Forked Island through Lafayette, New Iberia, going up into Point Capee Parish, for some of these heavier thunderstorms that move in, but especially down here in areas that are in the marginal risk area. So uh, again, we've got the setup. Uh, what I'll also point out is we'll take away the winds, and I add in the isobars here, and you can see that those of you who've been outside already today, we have had some gusty winds here in southwest Louisiana. Um, we do have what you see here on the isobars, these blue lines here. These are your pressure gradients, and the closer they are together, stronger your winds are going to be. And you can see pretty much where your high pressure is, and you don't see too many lines together there. So uh, with the front, you see a strong pressure gradient, and then with your ridge off to the east, you see medium pressure gradient. And as these two get closer together, you're going to see these isobars start to multiply and come closer together. Hence why we have a wind advisory for southwest Louisiana today. And don't be surprised if you see some gusts in the upper 30s, closer to 40 miles per hour. That's entirely possible, especially with some of the stronger thunderstorms today. So bear that in mind if you have stuff outside. with the gusts we've had already, uh, if it hasn't went anywhere, it probably won't. Um, just be mindful if you have anything outdoors that could take flight, become airborne debris as some of these stronger thunderstorms develop and move into the area later this afternoon and evening. Um, this is a slow mover, and uh, despite that, we're not going to see too much in the way of heavy rainfall. And I'll show you that here. Uh, you can see generally up to 1 inch uh, along the I-10 corridor, and then you start to see 1+ inches uh, as we get closer to the coast, and then you see 2 to 3, maybe 4 inches down here out in the coastal waters. So, bulk of the heavier rainfall totals should remain offshore. We'll take a look later this afternoon when the next QPF comes out, when they update it, and we'll see if they extend some of these higher totals inland. But for the most part, it's going to be mostly light to moderate rain with some embedded heavier rains, especially with thunderstorm activity. So most of this will be just a soaking rain. Uh, Bear in mind, ground is still moist from previous rains, so uh, areas where these heavier storms train over the same areas, you could see some nuisance floodings. I don't expect any flash flooding issues, but Lake Charles, you know what happens. You can spit on a road and you flood. So again, just bear that in mind for the new areas that are prone to nuisance flooding, nuisance street flooding, I should say. Um, you could see some of that today. As a matter of fact, it's probably likely, but uh, it all depends on where the training sets up at, especially as we get later in the day and that surface low starts to work in and get closer. Uh, we'll see what happens from there. But just wanted to give you guys a quick update as to what we're looking at here. And if I need to go live, I will go live on Twitch, Twitch TV. Uh, I'll post that link on the page with an update and share it to the group as well. I won't bother with Southeast Louisiana, their group, because this really is going to be an event for Southwest Louisiana. So uh, those being Southeast Louisiana that just want to follow along on the live stream, feel free. Uh, that's fine too. I have 2 more days until I come out of Facebook jail, and our page gets unlocked, and then we can start streaming live again. So again, and also bear in mind, Facebook is a very unstable platform to broadcast live. Uh, really need you guys to get over to YouTube, to the YouTube channel, uh, subscribe, smash that thumbs up button, share the videos, and watch as many of the previous videos as you can. Uh, we got to hit that 1,000 subscriber threshold for me to go live. I think we've already surpassed the 400 hours of videos watched, but we need 1,000 subscribers. Got a long way to go to get there. So, quicker we can do that, quicker I can start living on YouTube and have a much more stable or platform to do that with, and very little lag, delay lag as well. I don't want to sit here and be talking, and then what you're seeing, uh, you won't hear anything. There's like a 30-second, 15 to 30-second delay at times. Sometimes it's longer than that, and that's why another reason I loathe Facebook. So again, just bear that in mind. We don't need a delay in broadcasting. When you're talking about stuff like this, it needs to be instantaneous, especially when severe weather is concerned. So, you guys head over to YouTube. This will be uploaded to YouTube. So, just click on the video on the page and in the group when I post it, and watch it on YouTube instead of on Facebook. And uh, again, hit the subscribe, smash that thumbs up button that you like it, and then share it. That boosts the algorithms in our favor, and the more people that see it, subscribe, the quicker that we can reach that 1,000 subscriber threshold and start going live on YouTube. So, with that said, I'm going to end it. I don't want to have a big file size to upload here, uh, so it doesn't take forever to get it uploaded. So, with that, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you again here later today.